just fought the crowds at Mesa Arch. We're at Canyonlands. There's so many people down there. And it's rocky and steep, so I didn't take any video there, but we're walking back now to the car. It's really beautiful here. I think we're at about 5,900 feet. Something we've learned is that these rocks are covered with something called Biotic crust. You can see the different colorations, black and gray and white in the rocks. That is a small living microorganism that actually protects the crust, or protects the rocks, and prevents erosion. So you really should stay on the trails, because one footstep can destroy that crust. And then we have erosion problems. It actually holds the grains of sand together, and it forms a bed for seeds to take root. It absorbs moisture, so it's what allows these beautiful desert plants to thrive. Something to be aware of when you're out in the national parks or your local state parks, how important it is to stay on the trails and help protect the environment. The desert cactus are blooming. There's some are yellow and some are hot pink. Quite lovely. This section that we're in now is what's known as the island in the sky. There's a narrow 40-foot wide path that connects the entrance to the park to the island in the sky. We're talking about doing that road down there. That road. Cute family from Florida. But that gives you an idea of what the trail is. And then cars are all parked down there, but that's not even the parking lot. The parking lot's full. And then beyond you can see the mountains. I'm in awe of these mountains. They're beautiful. That's the La Salle, L-A-S-A-L. They call them La Salle because when they were exploring these territories, they thought that it couldn't possibly be snow on those mountains. It had to be salt. So they called them the Salt Mountains. They've been good boys. As the day heated up, the boys needed a break, so I stayed in the truck with them, and Ryan took a short hike to Aztec Butte. Trail is short, but it's mostly on this slick rock.
You're doing it with a dog as well. I considered that, but I didn't think they would be too happy with me. Yeah, I rounded that little thing down there and almost changed my mind, but it's a good view up there.
The Aztec Butte Trail is a moderately difficult trail that's 1.2 miles round trip. This is not a loop trail. You do have to walk out and then turn around and come back the way you came.
The first part of the trail is packed sand, and it's pretty easy to see where you're supposed to go. As the trail continues, you'll start to see less sand and more of this slick rock. That's when you want to look for these neat stacks of rocks called cairns. The rangers actually build these and help to keep people on the trail. You don't want to knock these over, and you don't want to build your own. The rangers take a lot of effort to put these up and make sure that everybody stays on the same trail. Wow, how cool is this? These are granaries that were built by the Pueblo Indians to store their grains away from reach of animals and others that might want to steal them. Pretty neat, huh? That was a tough hike, but wow, look at that view.
Just went to the viewpoint, first viewpoint for Upheaval Dome. This is the trail, pretty much straight up. The altitude is over 6,000 feet, so I mean, it's not horrible. There's worse altitudes, obviously, but when you're not used to it, it's hard. I saw some really pretty painted daisies on the way up here, so I'm looking for them. That's why I'm going kind of slow and letting people pass me, because I couldn't believe they were here. Pale purple painted daisies in the middle of the desert. I know they were right in here, though. I might have missed them. I found them. Guys, I found them. They're right here around this tree. Look. Isn't that great? How pretty are they? I don't know if that's what they are. They look a little bit different. The foliage is kind of prickly. But boy, they sure look like painted daisies. Hi. Hi. People are always so nice. You just don't run into rude people out here very often. You know, this morning at the visitor center, there's an overlook, and we were on this overlook, and this man had about 5 or 6 kids that they all couldn't have been more than maybe 10 years old was the oldest. And Desmond kept running, and his dad was screaming, "Stop running, Desmond, stop running. It's dangerous." There's one little spot where it was maybe 8 inches wide, the trail, and it went off into a cliff. If Desmond would have not stopped or tripped, there would have been no more Desmond. We took our kids to Grand Canyon when, gosh, I think Tyler was maybe 12. And that was stressful, because that kid had no fear. And about, I don't know, a few days after we left, it was about a 14-year-old kid fell from a cliff and died. So, oh, look at this. You know, it's a real fear. But sometimes you gotta take risk to get reward, right?
So these two guys in front of us are support vehicles for their wives who are mountain biking down the canyon.
You're good.
Very brave girl.
Just trust your vehicle.
I do have a good vehicle. Well, my husband has a good vehicle. It's his truck. This is a switchback.
Yep. Just keep going.
Honey, it's sliding.
Just use your brakes.
So on most of these switchbacks, they were like this, where I couldn't see past the end of the truck. All I could really see was blue sky and sheer cliff face. So Ryan actually had to tell me where the road was and what I needed to do. Couple that with the fact that I was scared for my life. I'm afraid of heights, and we had a really bad accident last year that I'm still trying to get over. I really conquered some fears on these hills, but kudos to my husband for his patience and for letting me do this, because I really did conquer some fear. To experience the full interactive 360 video of each twisty, windy turn, click the link in the description below. That's crazy. I just drove down that mountain. I'm a badass. How cool is this?
Stupid GoPro mount. Why did it have to get left on?
I don't know. Of all days to leave the GoPro mount at home.
So as we rounded this corner, what we hadn't realized was this is the same canyon that the famous scene from Thelma and Louise was filmed in. I'll post a picture, just a screen grab from the end scene so that you can see this is the same landscape. But while we stood there admiring the Colorado and taking pictures, we hadn't realized that we were standing in the exact same spot where they drove over the cliff. Pretty cool. So this is kind of cool. We just got done driving that trail and we're headed back into Moab, and we stopped here. This sign that says petroglyphs. All these people were pointing up at the rocks, and we couldn't really see what they were pointing at, and then all of a sudden we started to see things. I don't know if I can zoom this in. Well, I can't zoom it in, but I'll post the pictures that we can see of the petroglyphs. It's really cool. So if you ever get into this area, definitely. We sure hope you enjoyed this video. Next time we head to Capitol Reef National Park. Please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out. See you next time.